Psychedelic is more of the term I'd use for this, to be honest. But
I don't
yeah.
know. It's like the pattern of it, I guess. It's like I feel like I'd see that on the side of like a bridge or something,
Really? See,
or at least like parts of it,
uh, I definitely see this, but it ain't on the side of a bridge, if you know what I mean.
I have not seen any of that.
But it's yeah, I kind of like this. It's definitely eye catching. I mean,
Yeah.
right there. If anything else, I mean, you got the whole background. I think it looks nice.
So with the green screen, how does that work? So with the
Hold on,
with
let
the
me
green screen,
make
how
sure
does
I
that
mute
work?
this.
So with the
It's
with
like
the green screen, how
talking
does
a
that
million
work?
times.
So with the
I can't even mute my own stream. Oh, that's
is it
crazy.
echoing or something?
Yeah, so the only reason why I have Twitch pulled up on the PC is because I use Restream. And so Restream, I don't get all the notifications when someone subscribes or someone follows. So I actually have to monitor that in
Yeah.
Twitch. And right now there's like no option for me to mute it.
You don't use Streamlabs?
Oh, there it is.
You don't use Streamlabs?
I do use Streamlabs, but
You don't use Streamlabs?
there we go. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I do use Streamlabs. It's just Restream uses it sends the feed to both YouTube and Twitch, so it helps me a lot. What's up,
Okay.
Dell? What's up, Randall? What's up, guys? You guys doing all right tonight? And how's the quality right now? Because for some reason on Twitch it seems like it's not being pulled up, and then on YouTube I don't know if it's messing up, guys. So let me know how the quality is. Let me know if it's going all right. This is Mr. Chandler Brady. How you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you hanging in there?
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, or most of you probably don't know, I was just about a week ago, I was in the hospital for a week. And it was myocarditis, which is like a kind of heart failure. And I mean, that was basically one of the reasons I wanted to come on, was kind of to tell people, because the doctors think it was associated with me having COVID. And I had it back in July, and these symptoms just popped up in late September.
Oh shoot! So
So
there
yeah.
was, it was almost kind of hibernating inside of your system. Explain like exactly what
mean,
happened. Do you know?
Well, they don't really know completely. That's their theory right now. That's why they think, like, because myocarditis, it's like in the heart becomes inflamed, and they think that happened because of COVID. But I mean, they don't know for sure, but they think so.
Okay, so I might
I'm
have to
actually
get
taking my pills right now.
I might have to get Nikki in here to nerd out on us for a second, so she can explain what is it called?
Myocarditis.
Myo Kardashian.
Something like that.
What's up, everybody? We got Jules. We out here. Love you, Chandler, says Jules. And then we have Paris in here. What's up, Paris?
Love you too, Mason.
Love to see that you're actually, alive and well rested, I hope. Right? Randall in here saying few days of the month, no seizures, with Kaylor giving me the Pepe. Is that the frog's name? Is that the frog's name? Pepe?
Yeah, it's Pepe.
Okay. I thought Pepe got canceled, guys. Didn't it get canceled?
It's on Twitch, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's on Twitch, but I thought, like, didn't someone
Wait, didn't you stream on YouTube too, or no?
Yeah, so in the beginning I said I used Restream, right? So that's the reason why I use Restream, is so I can stream to Twitch and then to YouTube at the same time. Anything health related is basically the bat signal for Nicole Cow. I mean, she's the expert in the room, guys. She's the expert in the room. If I'm going to anybody for anything medical related, I'm definitely going to Nikki. If I'm going to anybody for memes, it's Kaylor. If I'm going to anybody for sweaty TV battle royale, it's definitely Jules on Twitch. You guys knew who I was saying even before I said it. So, but yeah, man. So, talk to me about your experience. Like, what was it like? What would you like? Because
I was trying to look at the stream so I could see the chat and get it, but I couldn't mute the volume.
Yeah, there's a little icon on Twitch now. That's what I was having an issue. It's like
Yeah,
something about
it's
profile picture or something. And you have to exit out of that.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically on I'm trying to think what the date was. Not this, not the last Sunday, but the Sunday before that, so about 2 weeks ago, I like started feeling bad. And well, really I was feeling bad the day before. And I was actually me and Max bid day for the fraternity we were gonna join, like the same fraternity that Alex is in.
Right.
It's Pi Kappa Alpha, and we were like that was our bid day. So like whatever, we did some like activities and stuff like that day on Saturday, and then like Saturday night I started feeling bad, and I didn't know why. Like I got home from what we were doing, and like I took a shower, and I swear I was in there for like an hour just trying to like I don't know do something to make me feel better. And then next day happens, Sunday, like I feel fine kind of throughout the whole day, but when I starts getting to nighttime, like I start feeling terrible. And I didn't think I had a fever, but I went and I checked my temperature and I had like a 102. So I mean, not super high, but like that's a high fever. That's a pretty high fever. And I was like I called the health services and whatnot, and they basically told me that I should go to the hospital. And I would have went, but like in Statesboro, they really don't have. Oh yeah, to preface, I was at Statesboro. I was going to Georgia Southern at this point, and in Statesboro, they really don't have good hospitals. And like living in Gwinnett, like within like an hour radius of us, there's like 4 or 5 great hospitals. So, um, yeah, I waited till the morning. I went to sleep, and my dad came to get me. And I came back here. We went to Gwinnett Medical, and they just didn't have any beds. So I I left there within like 20 minutes, and I went to our healthcare provider.
Yeah.
And like they have an urgent care there, like it's not like an ER, but they can like help you with some stuff. And trying to take a breather real quick.
Good. Are you still experiencing some?
Oh, no.
Just talking too fast.
Yeah, just talking too fast. I'll talk slower.
Nah, you good.
But yeah, so when I was at the urgent care, I got an IV for like I don't know 4 or 5 hours, and they're really just trying to see like what they could tell at that point was wrong with me, and they didn't really know, and they kind of just thought like, well, we'll give him an IV and hopefully his fever will go down, and it did. I had like a 99 or something by the end of that night, and so like I was feeling a little better. They let me go home, and I was good for that night. Like I was having trouble going to sleep. Like I was having a little bit of trouble breathing, like not really bad, but like a little bit of trouble. And so yeah, I went to sleep that night, but Tuesday rolls around, I feel terrible the whole day. And trying to go to sleep that night, I get my temperature taken. I had a 104.5. A 104.5. And my mom was saying she was so worried because like or after the fact she looks back and she was worried about it because she thinks like or I know like my heart was failing at that point. So like I woke up the next morning, and this was like this is the part that gets everybody and they kind of just like wince. I woke up the next morning and I go to the bathroom and I just start coughing, like literally heaving, and I can't stop coughing. And like eventually I'm like just sitting over the toilet at this point, like coughing, and eventually I stop. But the last cough that I like do, I pop both blood vessels in my eyes. Yeah. So this is Wednesday at this point, and I had the follow up for like what happened on Monday. And so I go back to that urgent care place. It's Kaiser,
I can
and
imagine pop both blood vessels eyes.
yeah, it was that was like the final thing. Like once that happened, I was like, okay, like there's something seriously wrong, like
Yeah.
for sure. And yeah, so we go back to for the follow-up appointment. And they take one look at me, because at this point too, like my heart was like inflamed. So I was getting like rashes all over my body. They took one look at me and they're like, yeah, you need to go to the hospital. And so they gave me 2 antibiotic shots right in my butt. And they sent me to St. Joseph's. And yeah, going to St. Joseph's, the worst part about that, like the first day I was there, was there was some things that, like, they had to do an echocardiogram on me, which is basically just, it's assessing the percent at which your heart is working, like the efficiency. And when, I don't know if that's the reason, but some tests they had to do on me, they couldn't give me water. So they were giving me just ice cubes. So like that entire day, I was just like completely dehydrated. And not just that, I wasn't eating, because like, I mean, at this point, like I didn't like, I don't know, I couldn't really digest food, like up to a point like where, like as a normal person, I guess I'd say, like I'd try to eat something and I really couldn't. I just didn't have an appetite.
Right.
And so, yeah, that was kind of bad, because I really wasn't eating, and they couldn't give me water for it. It had to be probably like 3 hours, like when I got there. So I just had IVs. That was the only way I was like getting liquids. But they didn't know this yet. I was so like, since my heart wasn't like pumping like it should have been, I had so much fluid in me. Like I'll get to this part, but like they ended up draining at some point like 4 liters from me. Like just 4 liters of fluid, like water or whatever that I was drinking, that I like didn't leave my body. Just
So
because
it was just retained in your system?
Yeah,
or
because my heart wasn't like working up to the percent it should have been.
Yeah, I had no idea this had happened. We had snippets of, from communicating through Mama Cow and your mom.
Yeah.
And that was basically it. And so we're over here trying to figure it out. And Nikki, being the nurse practitioner that she is, she's going through whole diagnosis mode. So she ended up, she was calling it. What did you say it was?
Myocarditis.
Yeah. So MC, whatever you just said, because I don't know how to say that. But she was basically calling it that before we even got a diagnosis back from you guys. So I was like, damn. That's why she's the expert, guys. I don't question Nikki. Nothing medical. Nothing medical. I'm not questioning her.
What kind of nurse is she? Is she an ICU nurse?
No. So she is she has experience in the OR. She's an ER nurse right now, but she kind of floats back and forth because the Gwinnett Medical has kind of what? I said emergency. Did I say that? Didn't I say emergency?
You said ER.
Yeah, well, ED is the new term, so she's kind of getting mad that I'm not using the new
now?
slang. Yeah, it's emergency department. So these new kids and their slang, I don't know what I'm saying. But I was pretty proud that she diagnosed that pretty good. Let's see.
That's impressive.
I'm gonna hit some of these comments real quick. My mom's in the chat. She says, "Hello, Randall." Hey, Miss Gina. Hi, Mr. Know-It-All. See you Sunday. Yeah, Del, we'll see you Sunday. We'll have more time to talk about that in the next coming days. Howdy, everyone. How's everybody's night going? Everybody doing all right? Paris says, I didn't think I was gonna wince, and then did when he said his blood vessels popped.
Yeah.
Just
imagine sneezing or coughing, just like nothing obviously popped out, but like immediately you could just feel, it's really not painful, but immediately you can feel like there's 2 like bumps just in your eyes.
So was there like a bubble? Paris, I'm gonna be real with you. I read your comment like 4 times just to make sure I had it right before I actually read it. I'm so sorry, Paris.
It's like one of those things, like when you see people who I guess maybe have been in a fight or something, like you see like there's visibly blood in their eye, but it's not blood that's going to drip down like onto their face, but it's like it's in their eye.
So that makes sense. So there wasn't blood that was just dripping down.
No, but the blood is like in your eyes. It's like when you pop a blood vessel like in your hand or something. It swells up really big,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it doesn't like actually bleed outside.
That's not gonna happen. He reads what he wants. You know it. Oh my gosh, you read my comment right. Did you have COVID-19? So
Yes,
that was the whole reason behind this, right? They thought that this was sort of
linked to that.
Yeah.
But I had COVID in July. I had COVID back in July, and
So-
this happened 2 weeks ago.
So I'm gonna invite Nikki on. Nikki, if you're out there, I know you're listening. Can you come on and explain myocarditis?
Myocarditis.
Yeah, myocarditis. She said, "Hold up." So she'll come in and explain it because, from what I understand, it's basically like your body is overreacting to a disease or an infection.
It's because I think it can be like viral or an infection. I'm not completely sure, but mine was an infection.
Right. What was the scariest moment for you during your hospitalization? And then Randall says, it's like somebody getting an eyeball tattoo. Ouch. Yeah.
Scariest moment.
You have any
Honestly, okay. So scariest moment was definitely getting my catheter out, but the most painful thing was getting it in.
What it is?
Ooh, no. I hate catheters.
Have you ever had one?
No, I've never had one, but I've watched them being put in, and I've watched
put them in all
Ian.
the time.
I've watched Ian. My brother had to get
The
them.
most painful thing I've had.
It's painful to watch.
I didn't have medicine. I didn't
Yeah.
have any medicine when they put it in.
I that's the one thing that gets me. I can take blood. I can take everything else. I can take cuts. I can see the bone. I don't care. But it's the catheters that get me. So here's Nikki.
It
Know what
hurts, man.
catheters are? Should I explain what they are?
Explain what myocarditis thing.
Myocarditis.
Wait, type in the chat if you don't know what a catheter is.
Yeah, if you don't know what a catheter is, I can explain it.
Just say something.
Let's just explain the MC.
Oh, look what my mom put. Yeah, myocarditis is an inflammation of the heart muscles. So basically what happened, and this is what I got from your mom when I was talking to her. So he had the infection, which they believe it was brought on by COVID. It's usually a viral infection, okay? But COVID can cause a lot of systemic damage throughout the body. And so for the body to compensate, it's got to overwork itself. So eventually, it attacked the heart to where the heart got very inflamed and it couldn't pump like it should. So the heart pumps a certain amount to put the blood throughout the body, but because it got inflamed, it couldn't pump like it should. So basically, it wasn't pushing all the fluid out. And so in his case, the fluid stayed around that area. Hence, which is why they called it like acute heart failure, and which is why they pulled a lot of fluid out of his body because the heart wasn't pumping like it should. So the fluid that's supposed to be circulating the body and be going around is just staying in one area. And so hence the myocarditis, which is myo is the heart, carditis is an inflammation of the heart. Yeah. And
Microtransaction Kardashian.
They said they pumped 4 liters of fluid out of me.
I heard your mom told me that they
Yeah.
did that, and then that you were on Lasix. They put you on Lasix.
Oh yeah.
Through that. No, Lasix is a loop diuretic. So what Lasix is, it makes you urinate all the excess fluid out. So he's probably urinating a lot.
Catheter.
But if he had a catheter, he ain't feeling it. But with the catheter, when that's in you, it feels like you have to urinate all the time.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can't do.
Imagine having to put them in people, okay?
Eat healthy.
Yeah, eat healthy.
Don't have kidney stones.
Oh yeah, kidney stones. Don't do that.
There's a lot of things that could make you have to put a catheter in. So
Yeah,
just
urine retention.
don't go to the hospital.
Definitely for me. Drink lots and lots of fluids, lots of water. Stay healthy, guys. But water's a big thing. If you stop drinking water and you're drinking energy drinks and all that, you're gonna end up with urine retention, all this bad stuff, and then you're gonna end up with a catheter. Okay, I gotta go cook. Bye.
Yeah, Mason, no more G Fuel for you, buddy. No more G Fuel for you.
Wonder.
if Nikki has ever been my dad's ER nurse at Gwinnett Medical. Chances are yes, because he's gone.
I
Bless him.
actually just started at
Autism.
Gwinnett. I've been through a lot of different places with the ER. I started out East Side, then I did some traveling, things like that, and then now I'm at Gwinnett. But Gwinnett, I'm on the COVID unit. It's part of the ED, but it's the ED that does the COVID stuff, so I'm not like in the main thing. Fun times. Okay, gotta cook.
Okay, yeah. So she's cooking right now. So, starving. I'm waiting for that. Oh man, let's see. Paris said, let's go back to some of these comments real quick. Never mind. Watching it, painful having one. Yeah, I. So blessed to say I've never had one.
Has anybody in the comments ever had one put in?
Catheter. My brother has, and like I said, it's.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Chandler. It was
Thank you.
tough times at one point, so.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was scary for a little while.
Yeah. Let's see. My dad had one after his major stroke, and I was in the hall and heard him scream when they put it in. Yeah, I worked in a psych facility where some of the patients were older, dementia, Alzheimer's, that kind of thing, and they started to lose functioning of their retention. So they had to have them put in, and I had to be in the room while the nurse stuck it in. Oh, that's the one thing I can't do. I can't watch that. Because I feel like I'm kind of like
think about it anymore, dude.
I know I'm like empathetic towards it, and so I start like cringing, and I'm like I can't do it. Let's go, Nikki Cow. It's Cow Calicut now. Kind of married, bro.
Yeah,
that's that's Nikki 1.0. We're on Nikki 2.0 now. So hell no, if I had one I'd die. I posted earlier, Dylan, I fell the other day, got pretty banged up, and I wanted to go right my body when left and I fell. Did I read that last part right? Because I know I'm typically bad at this stuff, but I'm sorry that you fell, man. How did that happen? Doing all right? Doing better?
Fell?
Did you go to the hospital? Yeah, Randall has a couple physical disabilities, so he's been trying to get himself better and walking and get himself taking more steps each and every day. So we've been following his journey since he's come on the stream, and it's hard to hear him say he has setbacks, that kind of thing. But did you have any near-death experiences? Like, did you see anything? Like, did you feel at one point that,
in the hospital?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say because.
Did you ever get? Did you ever get to the point to where you could have potentially thought that you were going to pass?
I never really think that myself, but looking back on it, and from what like the doctors have told me and from what my mom has told me, there was definitely a point which that could happen.
Yeah, you were,
because they didn't really know like exactly what they were gonna do to me. So I can kind of resume my story.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
But so I was at St. Joseph's for a night, and while I was there, that night that I was there, like everything was fine. I didn't really sleep much or get much sleep just because I was sick and my heartbeat was like usually pretty high, like resting at like 120 or something. So it's hard to sleep when it's that high. But the next morning the nurses came in, and it's kind of when like everything went down, because they were like, all right, his blood pressure is way too low, like way too low to like be surviving. Like your blood pressure needs to be higher. So they took me to the ICU, and anything that really happened in between that, I don't remember, because all I remember after that was my mom being there and them telling me like they had to do, I think I had to sign something, honestly, because they had to do a procedure where they put a line through my neck,
right,
into my neck, to where it was, I think it was a vein. I don't think it was an artery, but it was just so that if they needed to give me any medication or like any like drugs for pain, stuff like that, they could do it and it would affect my body right away because it was just a main line.
Right.
And so that was the first thing they did. I was in the ICU at this point, and they had to do that because they didn't really know what was happening. They gave me oxygen too because I couldn't breathe like on my own really. I mean, I could, but like it was such a low function, and to do this procedure they had to put something like over my face, and I had to have a mask on just so like it stayed like clean because I mean, I don't know if you can see that like right there.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they had to do. They had to put a line like straight in there, and obviously there's stuff they have to do to seal it, you know, like so it's not just out. But yeah, after they did that, they didn't, I don't think they gave me at least drugs for pain or anything like that until I ended up getting the balloon put in. So basically what that was there's like I think there's a couple different things they can do. An Impella is like an artificial heart. So it's like actually like a machine of some sort. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's something that like they hook up to a machine that it's going to like actually make your heart beat. So what the thing they did for me was it was a balloon that they put in my heart, and it was to assist my heart beating. So it wasn't like beating for me, but it was just to assist it. And it was also, it was also hooked up to some machine that made it like inflate and deflate based on like what my heart was doing.
Right.
It felt kind of weird because it was almost if like when you feel your heartbeat, it was almost like you're feeling the heartbeat once and then again, like when the balloon did it. So it's like you're feeling it twice. It was really weird. But to do that, they had to, I have no idea how they did this because it doesn't make any logical sense to me why they went in where they did, but they went in through my groin, like right to the left or right below my stomach, like right near there. And like they went up from there right into like, then the balloon went from my heart from there. You'd have to ask Nikki or something why they do it from there. I don't know why they couldn't like go in from somewhere else, but yeah. So
they inserted the balloon through your groin? Is that what it was?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, when Nikki's done cooking, we'll have her come back in here.
So it went all the way. A line went all the way from there to my heart, and that's where the balloon was. And I don't know why they did it from there, but and the only other thing that they had to do to me that was like kind of major is right on my wrist here. There's an artery right there. They also had to put a line in right into that artery just in case they had to give me medication. So yeah, besides that, that was everything that happened at St. Joseph's. So this was one day. They did this all in one day.
So they acted really fast. Hold on one second, because I have Cade subscribing again. Thank you, buddy. And then I have Chandler redeeming Blink. So I love you, buddy. So we have Chandler joining chat. We have Randall, just real quick. He said, "Yeah, I'm better now, but I'm black and blue in the head. Got a big bump on it." Yo, I'm sorry, Randall, buddy. Just keep us updated, man. I'm kind of upset that I'm just now hearing about it, man. Let's see. Cade said, "Stinky stunker. Aha, kiss me." We got Alex in here. What's up? Yo, okay. And then Chandler just ruined it with "What's up, stinks." Wow. And then Cade just redeeming Chandler for himself. Let's see. Hey, you guys. You already know we out here, bruh. Yeah, let's go. Me and this Chandler have to battle to see who keeps their name. This is Tom Brady's brother, Lucio 1v1. Oh my gosh.
Lucio 1v1. I don't.
This
Call of Duty? Call of Duty?
This. Oh my gosh! It is actually the Battle of Chandlers. You get them on their own game, bro. This Chandler Crookyo Chandler is like super sweaty at Overwatch, but this Chandler right here, let me tell you about Call of Duty, bro. Oh man. Overwatch.
I can play soldier. It's about it.
Because he's the most like Call of Duty.
I can point at shoot. I can point and shoot. Just like tell me what to shoot at because I don't know what to do.
This man blinking like Tracer. Tracer blinking nice, bro. Save herself, bro. Cade redeem blink. That's all you get. Titans are winning 21-10. Who are they playing?
Falcons?
Are they really?
No, the Falcons just.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Falcons just played.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Yo, Titans got to play Pog. MW2 quick scope lobby then. Easy claps. LMO 1v1 Rust.
Yeah, I'm down 1v1 Rust.
Yeah. Hentai Sniper 1v1.
I have to buy that one. I haven't bought it yet.
Hentai Sniper.
Yeah, I haven't bought that one yet.
Kissing 1v1. Cade, that'll be in private. That's just for you, buddy. You and me. Buffalo Bills. Yes, kissing 1v1. Well, it would be a kissing 1v2. You're involved.
1v1v1.
Yeah. 2v2? Kissing 2v2? Read comment like for a hostage video. What?
Gone wrong in the hood.
Del, sometimes you say things that I just don't get. I love you, buddy. Read comment like for a hostage. What? Hostage. Hostage. There we go. I read it wrong. It's hostage. There we go. Del, what? Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. You are reading comments like you're in a hostage video.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
I thought it was read comment like a YouTube video, you know.
You read comment like hostage.
I don't know how that would make sense, but oh, that's a lot of food. Okay. Yeah, it would have been nice to clarify that, Del. That made no sense. So real quick, why did they put the balloon through the groin?
That's a femoral artery. That's an artery that goes directly in. I think they word. I'm saying, put it through there because that's like, yeah.
So why do they not just go in like? So this is a big artery that goes.
If you ever get cut here, sliced here, anything, basically.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, Nikki, real quick.
I'm gonna bring in stuff. I'll come and I'll answer.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's reading these like it's a scripted kidnapper. Hey, actually, I'm reading decent tonight. You guys should be proud. I haven't like messed up too much, but now that I say that, I'm probably gonna mess up.
Are you bad at reading?
I'm bad at reading chat.
Oh.
Bad at reading chat. That's why
you read a lot though. Don't you read books?
Audiobooks. Audible.
So you don't read. You listen.
Yeah. What's up, Strickland? Oh goodness. Oh gosh. But
alright, what's the question?
Train of thought. Blink twice if you're being held hostage.
That sus.
At least I feed him, so.
Yeah, she does feed me. She keeps me healthy.
And I could starve him to death.
Oh well, because Nicole is holding him hostage. Thank you, Paris.
Nicole.
Strickland's in here. What's up, buddy? Chandler. Chandler, your case is a perfect example for people to now understand covering pre-existing conditions. It started out with COVID. I read that one perfect.
Oh, you did.
Or like just be smart.
Chandler.
Yeah.
Be smart about like going out in public.
Sign the paperwork to be a case study?
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means that future medical students at Emory are going to study his case. They're going to, so what they do, they bring a case study during class and they talk about, oh, 19-year-old male came in with blah, 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 blah. What would you do? And here's what actually happened.
Wow. So you're going to be the kid that they read about in the textbooks.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Mom, did Ian ever get any of that? Did we ever sign any release forms for Ian to be a case study? Because Ian, even though nothing of Ian's is solved, to be honest. At least
they still don't know any, like, still don't know why it happened. But the internal medicine doctor, I saw
Other
him.
questions?
I saw him on Thursday, I think. He said that this could happen to anyone. He said there's even if it was caused maybe by COVID, he said myocarditis can happen to anyone. It's just really rare.
And Randall says, "Hey, Nikki again.
Hi.
Do you read a lot of books? No, I don't. I read a lot of it's not technically
Listens,
books, but
people
He
read
doesn't
books.
read,
Yeah.
he listens. He's not reading a lot of books, he's listening to audio.
yeah, I read textbooks. Does that count? Those kind of suck.
Yeah.
I heard COVID can cause heart and lung problems afterwards, and people don't really talk about it. I feel like, and this is a good example.
Yeah, it is. With that, we're seeing like people who have been discharged with COVID, their lungs are so.
Does manga count as books? Yes.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead,
Thanks.
go ahead,
No,
Nikki.
I'm gonna
Go
eat,
ahead,
I'm gonna
go
eat.
ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Manga
I
counts.
just had to read that. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, that their lungs are so affected that they're having to have like long-standing therapy. So now they're like people who were perfectly healthy and had it. They have to go to a pulmonologist. They have to be specialists now because of how bad their lungs were left after they recovered from the COVID. Calling it the COVID. I'm working with a lot of older.
COVID.
Yeah, they say
The COVID. The COVID-19.
They did that with my mom's bone cancer, and my mom's in the medical book for a stainless steel bone in her arm.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Stainless steel.
So she's like iRobot. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
You remember how the
big-
guy had like a oh, okay.
Was it just like part of the bone, or was it the whole thing?
She's
Like
like
that stainless steel.
she's like Al from Full Metal Alchemist.
That's curious.
Mm-hmm.
Bah! I mean, could you imagine having a bionic arm?
Edward.
Yeah, Edward. Al's the other guy. Could you imagine having a
Al
bionic
Fonz.
arm?
I mean, depending on what it could do, that could be like better than your regular arm.
I know, for real. Like, could you imagine? Like, I could throw a baseball strong, like fast
300
enough.
miles an hour.
Yeah. Imagine that. I could be a professional sports
You
athlete.
could throw.
Wait, Chandler, so they took the balloon out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can't hear him.
Oh, I'll tell that story. I have a story about when they took that out.
Okay, let's hear it. He said he'll tell that story. He's
Oh, do you want to hear that right now?
yeah. Just go ahead.
I just want to
Okay,
hear.
so-
I can't hear him.
Content, baby. Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Can Nikki not hear it?
No, she can't.
Okay. Well, you'll have to
But-
just explain it.
I'll just do this.
Explain it. Okay.
Hello.
She can explain it back to you. Okay, so when they took the balloon out, the heart balloon, they said they were like, all right, we're gonna have to like apply pressure, and like keep in mind,
Uh-huh.
everybody in chat, this is like applying pressure to my groin,
Did they do
like
a
an
sandbag?
artery on my groin.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Did they use a sandbag? A lot of old school people use sandbags. And sometimes they use sandbags. Sometimes they have a machine that does it.
No, they just like hands like that.
Somebody they put hands on you the whole time.
hands,
Oh, I
like
love
hands
it.
like that.
I think that's hilarious.
So they put hands like they were just literally applying pressure, like you see it in the movies when they do it, and they're just like holding down, like that.
I think a sandbag is old school because where
Yeah,
I
and so
used to
they're
be,
like-
they just put a
So
sandbag.
they told me they're like 25 minutes,
Hmm?
like 25 minutes of applying pressure. And the first time this dude put his hands on me, he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, can like you give me some pain medication?"
Yeah.
And so they did. So I was kind of out of it. But after 25 minutes, he was like, "All right, like let's check." And I guess they didn't know how thin my blood was at that point.
You were on a heparin drip.
Yeah, when he took his hands off, and this is a fellow. When he took his
fellow did it?
hands off, blood literally squirted into the air, probably like 3 feet.
He
Like
said-
I'm not lying to
He
you.
said basically what he's saying is when you know how they do the thing, they do the surgery, they take it out, you have a big hole right there, so they have to put pressure on it, right on your groin. And he said that they did that for about 25 minutes. There's a fellow that was doing it, which is weird because usually they would have the nurse doing it, but whatever, that's a different story. So they had it there, and then he let go, and blood squirted in the air, projectile.
Ooh.
But he was on
Yeah.
on a heparin drip, which is a blood thinner. That he was on it. I know you were on it for a good bit when you had the balloon.
I was on blood thinners for a while because of something on my leg. that they had to put my leg in like a cast kind of thing, and they're worried that I was gonna get clots.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, the sequential compression stockings. It kind of like squeezes, relaxes,
Yeah.
squeezes. Yeah, that they do that for older, above 16 to make sure that your blood keeps circulating.
Yeah, so they said 25 minutes, and throughout this entire time they had to keep giving me more drugs because it went through like 4 different people applying pressure, because like they ended up applying pressure for like it was an hour and 35 minutes.
Surprised they didn't have a machine to do that. I've seen places that had a machine, and I've seen places that use sandbags and put in like it's basically big bags full of sand, like where you do like the punching bag sand.
Yeah.
They put that on your groin, and it just sits there.
I wonder how bad that would have hurt compared to the hands.
I don't know, but they probably pushed real hard.
Oh, they did. And one of the dudes that came in was, I kid you not, like 6'4", 250. He was huge. I was so scared when I saw him come to do it. I was like, oh my.
You saw a 6', 250 guy come in to put pressure on his groin.
I feel like it would be better than the sandbag though, because at least they can like fluctuate.
Well, that's probably why, because I mean, it depends. If it was 25 minutes and then it started shooting out, the sandbag, like sometimes you can't really regulate how much pressure you put. So you can put more on with your hands than anything else.
Yeah.
You saying the blood is FB passing? Or am I?
One of the funniest things, Nikki, too, was like, so they put the catheter in, like, when they put that in, I was like, I wasn't really freaking out because they kind of just did it. And like, it hurt.
Hold on 1 second, Chandler. Yes, it's just from COVID. I'll go back to some of these comments in just a second because we're kind of having a mukbang. It's not ASMR. It's called mukbang.
Oh, go away.
I was educated. Okay, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
We'll explain everything in a second. But here, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, when they put the catheter in, like, yeah, I wasn't scared of that because they just did it. Like, there wasn't really any hesitation.
They didn't tell you what it is, and it's easier to put it in. Just for like experience, it's a lot easier to put it in a guy than it is a girl. Just saying.
What, a catheter?
There's one hole.
Yeah.
All right, what's wrong with that? Go.
Oh, he's talking about it again.
Yeah, when they put it in, there was like literally like 2 nurses on each side of me, and I was just like grabbing their arms and like yelling.
Why did they have 2 nurses? Did you fight them?
There was 5 nurses in the one of the rooms that I was in.
Did you fight them? Were you fighting the nurses?
No, I wasn't fighting anybody. I was just grabbing their arms. They told me to.
That's fighting. He fought the nurses.
I wasn't fighting anybody.
They have 5 nurses in the rooms, and
those
he was
nurses were so nice.
That's good.
All the nurses I had were great.
That's good. Yeah. Area.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. Yeah. Okay. So the entire time that I was in Emory, I was so scared of getting the catheter out because I thought it was gonna hurt just as bad, and so like I was so scared. Like, and then once they pulled it out, I was like, I was grabbing my dad's arm, and they pulled it out, and it was like literally half a second. I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, just like because basically the catheter, it's a big bladder, right? And so what we do is you inflate, and then there's a balloon. It makes a balloon, and the balloon is actually what keeps it in place. So that's why it's so uncomfortable. But when you actually take it out, you're deflating the balloon, and then it's kind of like you're pulling a string out. So you don't.
I don't want to think about it anymore. I can't. It's so hard to think about.
Did you have a central line? I thought I saw you had like a central line. You had like IVs right here.
I don't think I had something in my neck. If you can tell right there. Yeah.
That's a central line. They do that to put that one. So back to why he asked why it goes here and not here. This one's great because it goes straight to where you need it. The femoral goes straight to where you need it to go. When you're doing like any type of like cardiac cath, balloon, aortic balloon, anything like that, it goes straight up to that area. Whereas right here, the central veins, this is gray area. It's a thin little vein, and it goes straight into the heart, so you can drop fluids, drop medications, all that stuff, drop blood.
See, that one hurt my neck because like the actual line in didn't really hurt, but they had they had it like strapped down like so tight. I couldn't move my neck for like a couple days.
They don't want to lose it because you lose that. I mean, that's kind of real bad if you lose. So I'm talking about Central Line, and they put it right here, and he said it was so tight he couldn't move his neck. But they do it so tight because if you lose that, that's kind of it. All right, he wants you back.
Okay.
All right, go read the chat, and then I can explain.
Thank you. All I hear is Dylan slurping. Wait, is this all from COVID? I missed like half the combo. ASMR of him eating. FB pass. Basically throwing. So yeah, is this from COVID or what? Yes, it's from COVID. They have
We don't know. We don't know for sure, but they think that's the theory,
Not
right?
sure, but they think
That's the theory.
That's their theory.
I mean, there's nothing else it could be.
We can hear it all. It's more ASMR than mukbang. I thought. Oh wait, hold on, guys. Before going in there, I thought mukbanging was where they ate the food.
Mukbanking.
Yeah,
It's a mukbang.
Mukbang.
That's
All
when
right.
that's when they like
in a
record videos of them just stuffing like a bunch of food in their mouths.
Okay, so this isn't okay. Oh, we
So
gotta
you're
get the
eating like a
category
normal-
light. Yeah.
You're eating like a normal human. I don't think that's mukbang.
Hey, I gotta get the category right so I can I can post this later on YouTube. So we can have the ASMR crowd and the mukbang crowd tune in.
Yeah, you can put slash all the things we talk about. Just put ASMR.
Yeah,
slash.
COVID/ASMR. Yeah,
hospital,
catheters / mukbang. Could you imagine?
Just put in the hashtag.
Gosh. Oh my goodness. Yes, Paris, I can do that. Just send me just DM me the question, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. When I was in the hospital, both times the nurses hated me. When I left because I ripped out my own IV.
Oh, yeah.
You're the bad patient.
You're the bad patient. Who said that?
That's
You
Paris.
ripped out your eye.
Yeah.
You're the
You
bad
rip out
patient.
your. I mean, some people can't help it. They're kind of delirious and they rip it out. But imagine being the other person. You're like, crap, blood.
Paris don't seem
everywhere.
like the type that just deliriously rip her.
But she may not have been with it, you know. So it just came out.
Let's hear this, Paris. Why did you rip it out? Were you just done with it? You just say
So-
F this.
They
Put it back
put
in.
they put the things on my heart to like measure the electricity or whatever, and they were super sticky, and so they stuck them like to my like on my chest and on my stomach.
Mhm.
And literally when they stuck so many different ones on me, by the time I left the hospital, like, dude, I had no chest hair left. Just like ripping them off.
Why didn't they just shave you beforehand?
It's easier to do that way because
To
when
just
you,
rip the hair off? Well, that's
It hurt
when you
so
shave,
bad.
because he's on blood thinners, they cannot shave him because if he gets nicked at all, he would just continually bleed. So what
Oh,
they
that
do
makes
is they take the leads. It's an old school trick. They take the leads and they stick them on and just rip them off.
Ooh,
I've
It's
done
like getting
that.
waxed.
yeah, free waxing there.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I need to get to your chest.
Yeah, so Randall says when they put a catheter in me, they had to restrain me.
Hey,
Paris says,
guys.
first time I was out of it. So she was out of it the first time. Second time, it was in me for like 4 days and it itched so bad and my arm was sore and I hated it. So you just ripped it out?
Probably infiltrated at that point. That means that it got it might have gotten dislodged and the fluid is just kind of flowing in.
Skin.
Interstitial space is not a part of the vein.
Yeah, I mean,
I would just
my
go for
IV,
the
like the last day I
veins.
was there, my IV was like, it wasn't really doing too much because they didn't have me on like fluids all the time. They would
Right.
just like, they just need to put certain things in. And like 20 or 30 minutes before I left, I took the tape off that had
Okay,
it
Randall
down.
says, Nikki, is it true when you are on blood thinners, you're always going to be on them because I'm on blood thinners now? It's not always true. You can get on it and then come off of it. It just kind of depends on why you're on blood thinners. Like, we put people on blood thinners prophylactically or like as a preventative case because we don't want them to get blood clots while in the hospital, but when you leave, we don't give you blood thinners. So it just depends on the reason why you're on the blood thinners if they're gonna take you on or off. Like Chandler, they're probably, I don't know if he's still on it, but they're probably going to take him off eventually.
Yeah, I'm not on
If he's still on it. I don't think he is, but.
It's Nurse Nikki for you. Nurse Nikki.
I'm on steroids and
You gonna get jacked?
Coreg. Not anabolic steroids.
You on steroids?
Yeah, he's on steroids. Yeah.
Drink lots of water.
Prednisone.
And swish your mouth.
Prednisone.
Prednisone.
Yeah, drink.
As for the
That's what
pregnant
I'm on.
ones.
No, tell him drink lots of water.
She says drink. Well, I can hear you.
Oh, drink lots of water and make sure you swish your mouth 3 times a day because you can get fungus build up in your mouth
Ew, I didn't know
From
that.
prednisone?
for being on steroids for a long
From
time.
prednisone. Really? How long you on it?
Gotta do that.
I didn't know that. So
Okay,
I could
good.
have I could literally have mushrooms growing in my mouth. Like
No,
fungus.
Fungus.
Fungus. Mushrooms are fungus?
No, but not that type
Is
of
it?
fungus. It's oral
Yeah, it
candida.
is. Yeah, mushrooms are fungus.
Oral candidiasis.
Thought it was called something else. No, I don't know.
Let's see. Because of my stroke 3 years ago. Oh, that's why you're on. Yeah, so he had a stroke, so he'd probably be on it forever. Yeah.
You have
That makes sense.
stroke, have risk of stroke, any cardiovascular, you're going to be on it for.
Good.
Steroids?
No. She's
Blood
talking about
thinners?
blood thinners, yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not, and then they're going to eventually take him off of steroids and all.
Yeah, I get off of steroids on the 28th.
Gotta keep make sure you watch what you eat because it's gonna jack up your blood sugar. You don't want diabetes.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of sugar. I've been
I
eating a
am.
lot of food though. A lot of food. Dylan, okay, guess how many pounds I lost in the hospital?
15 to 20.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Damn, in a span of a week? No
What is it?
way. He said 20.
Yeah.
21.
20 pounds. Span of a
Gain?
week. No, he lost.
Yeah, he's not eating.
I didn't eat.
He's not eating.
Well, easiest way to lose weight, guys. Just don't eat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but he's getting
Get your heart to
his
fail.
electrolytes
Yeah.
That's what you do. 20
Let's
pounds in a week.
There you go. Easy, guys. Hey, I'm on this new diet. What is it? The Atkins diet? No, it's called the heart failure diet.
Yeah, just get an infection in your heart.
So
and
are you
don't drink water.
Are you good now though?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I can't go to the gym yet, but I can walk and stuff.
How does he feel?
around the. I can go for walks.
How do you feel after you walked up the stairs?
I'm fine. I'm fine with all that. The first 2 days. Oh, yeah, I can tell you another story.
Okay.
The first 2 days I got home, I couldn't walk because my legs were so cramped. As far as I'd been laying on a hospital bed for a week and a half or a week and a day, so I couldn't walk really. I could walk for 5 minutes, and then my legs would start cramping, and I'd have to sit down. But so this is what happens. They tell me in the hospital, 30 minutes before I leave, doctor comes in. It's so I'm going to put you on these 4 medicines. And one of them's for coughing. And at this point, I was coughing still kind of bad. Not too bad, but just kind of bad. I haven't been coughing at all in the past week or so. But so she puts me on a medicine. I take one for coughing. I take 2 for the heart function, lisinopril and Coreg, and then I take the prednisone, which I'm still taking now. And she tells me, if you're feeling lightheaded, then you need to stop taking the lisinopril, but you have to take the Coreg. And so, if you can tell where this story's going, when I get home, I'm all right, I need a shower. Obviously, I need a shower, shave, and I need a haircut because I just feel terrible. And I go to get in the shower, and I stand up, and that hot water hits me, and my blood pressure is so low at this point, I pass out.
Did you really?
Yeah, I grabbed the wall and I kind of just slid down. But yeah, I passed out in the shower. I couldn't see anything. It was all black. And the weirdest thing about it, and we can talk about a different subject or get into it, but the weirdest thing about that was I wasn't scared at all when it happened.
Yeah, he was.
But basically what happened is I sat after that happened, I kind of slid down and I sat on the floor for about a minute and my vision came back. But obviously I stopped taking that one medicine. She said, if you're feeling lightheaded, stop taking it. And I mean,
met the criteria.
circle matches the square.
Yeah. Well, shit. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Like it,
Yeah.
but like I said, it must have been a scary process to just go through all of that, and to have it possibly be related to COVID. You know, in a time that we're kind of going through a pandemic. I know we've had people on the podcast, Kaylor being one of them, that has had COVID before, and Kaylor didn't have the symptoms that you had. Like Kaylor definitely thought, you know, he was fine, everything was good. He was pretty much asymptomatic, came down with a little bit of cold, not too bad. Um, but to have it hypothetically be linked to COVID, or that's the main culprit in all this that caused it, that's, I mean, people don't see that side.
But the weirdest thing about it, guys, is when I had COVID, I had a 99 fever for 4 or 5 days. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was literally it. I didn't have a cough. I didn't have a sore throat. I had a 99 fever for 4 or 5 days, and I felt tired. So, like, it's really, COVID might be dangerous to some people during the actual process, but the stuff that comes after or can potentially come after, that's really what you have to worry about.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're healthy, and I'm glad that you're on. I'm glad that you came to talk about this. We're going to read this last comment real quick. Paris says, my dad and 2 of his sisters are on blood thinners every day for strokes too. But we are closing in at about an hour. So, Chandler, I just want to thank you for coming on, buddy. I'll keep you on the other side.
Thanks for
I'm going to go ahead.
inviting me.
I'm going to raid somebody real quick. I'm going to raid my friend Juan. He's an awesome streamer. So, I'd love for you guys to go check him out. Drop him a follow. #Dream Team. Let's give him a raid real quick. Make sure I'm...
Oh, by the way, Dylan, can I tell them where to find me on Twitch?
Yeah, sure.
For CJ. I can type it in the chat if you want, but it's just the number 4 CJAY.
Okay.
About 2-3 times a week, play games. Anybody wants to come watch.
Yeah, go for it. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing? Isn't it like morning time for you guys over there? Aren't you in New Zealand or something?
New Zealand.
Yeah. She
Is this
plays a
someone-
lot of...
This is someone you know?
No, I actually met her through a buddy of mine, Juan. And yeah, I just got here in your ending. Yeah, we usually do the podcast for about an hour, but thank you for stopping by. We'll be live again Thursday. So I'm actually gonna raid Juan. So oh, it's 2 p.m. right now? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm from New Zealand. Yeah, so guys, check her out too. She you play 2K? I'm not very big into 2K, obviously. I play a lot of Weeby.
Genshin.
Yeah, that game's actually kind of fi.
I've heard.
Yeah, I've been really addicted to it lately. So been doing that, and what was the other one? Spellbreak.
Does Nikki play with you?
Chandler,
No,
type
we
in
actually
the
got her
chat.
addicted to Among Us. So
Chandler, type your stuff into the
yeah,
chat.
Chandler, type your stuff in the chat so everybody else can go check it out.
Okay.
Oh, well, that works. I haven't said hi to him yet. Yeah, that's perfect. So let me raid him real quick. Yeah, everybody, check us out on Thursday. We got an awesome guest coming in on Thursday, so I'd love to see you guys in chat. Official. That's what I was missing. There we go. Well, thank you, Miss Peachy. I appreciate it. She needs to play Among Us with us. I trust me. I know, Paris. She's been playing. She's actually been getting me to play Among Us because she's like, Dylan, we were at the vet today, and I kid you not, we had 5
I had an
minutes.
exam this morning, so I needed to blow off steam. Kill people.
We had 5 minutes when the technician was coming in and out, and so she was making me play it with her in the middle of waiting. So, yeah, she's awesome. I'm glad she's actually playing something. I'll catch you on IG. Yeah, guys. Check out my friend Juan. Oh, that's an invalid username. Did I spell that wrong? I did not spell that wrong. Oh, I did spell it wrong. There we go. And there we go. Let me make sure, and we are good to go, guys. Make sure you check out my bud Juan. Thank you for the great information. I feel like I learned a lot. Well, thank you guys. Glad you guys feel like you learned a lot.
Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Chandler just dropped his Twitch name, so make sure you guys check him out.
I typed in the chat, so you can just click on my name.
Yes. Thank you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys. I love you, and thank you for daydreaming with us. This has been Mr. Chandler Brady. Check him out. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for daydreaming with us. Bye.
Bye.